Caesars.
Did you say Little Caesars?
Mm-hmm. It was on the screen. Draft. Dude, that video was really funny of a fucking dumbass telling Merril Hoge that he's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You have never been more wrong about, dude, when he's saying that, though, you have never been more wrong about anything. And I'm like,
how can you do that?
Then I love how he was perfectly just right.
This was Skip Bayless telling Merril Hoge.
Skip Bayless. Dude, that guy sucks.
And Merril Hoge hasn't been around. What did he have, like a tweet that said, like, blacks are a little, they're just stronger.
A little jittery.
Yeah, the quick jittery. Blacks are just on meth.
Did he have a thing?
Something happened.
Yeah,
because he got fired and then you never hear about him again. But I was like, on that viral clip where he's talking to Bayless, he had great points. He was also like, Johnny Manziel is not going to be good.
Yeah.
And I do remember that time, and I remember a lot of people being like, he's not, like, just straight up not believing in the guy. It's NFL draft season. And I don't believe in that Will Levis dude. They keep talking, they go,
they just show him.
I know. They just keep going, they just keep talking about him. I'm like, every NFL draft, they do that.
I've been conditioned to just not believe in anybody. I might not even have a reason. I just go, how many guys bust? And then they're just like, this is it. He's going to churn. And then, like, they don't do good. And I'm like, dude, you'll
have a good winning percentage if you just go, he won't be good.
Oh, I saw this a second ago. I looked at the Lions logo. And I was like, I like hope people are ready for this Lions season and us to be bad.
Really?
Because it happens. How many years have we gone? We got better. We only got better. And then we perform worse.
And then we added people. Yeah.
And then the next year, we're seemingly worse on paper, but then we do better. And then we add guys that go, okay, this is it. And then we do it. That happens all the time. So, like, if it happens this year or we don't do as good, I'm just going to go, I mean, how many times is it going to happen before people go, okay, just every year.
And just be done with it?
How are you, like, I mean, I don't. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm hoping and believing and like we should be good. I'm not saying we're gonna be bad. I'm just saying if we are bad, I'll go. I mean, it's Lions. That happens all the time.
Yeah,
but
we just also grew up and our dads all being like, that's the Lions.
Yeah. Well, we've been around for 30 years now, and it's the Lions.
Yeah,
so.
that's the Lions.
I mean, how many years have we just like sat down and went, that's bad. But
it did feel good going like 1-6 and then winning like so many straight.
Yeah, our season hinges on Goff being as good as he was.
So that's what I was going to say. If you're projecting maybe a not as good year, which we didn't have a great year last year,
but we had
a great second half.
We had so many games though where it was like, win. All this game, if you just did win, it's just 40-40. Loss 40-40.
Dude, think about the Bills also. People
How do you put up so many points in the league?
People kept thinking the Bills were going to be the favorites, and then even this past year they were, and they just don't do it. I don't know. And then I just feel like the Lions fan base sometimes, like obviously the Lions aren't the Bills, but say if I don't know, sometimes I could picture a Lions fan base if they swapped fan bases. Like the Bills are still all in on Josh Allen, and they love him. But maybe that's just talk radio in all of America, but I could picture Lions people on talk radio or whatever just being like,
we need a new guy.
God, he can't cut it. And it's like,
I have seen people saying stuff like that. We're like, I don't think he's as good as people act like he is. And I'm like, really? I mean, I guess maybe, but also I think it's because we just look at like 3 different guys. Tom Brady, and like because he just won so much, and it's like
it's hard.
I think it's just hard to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into the playoffs, and
and then like the quarterback isn't the only guy out there. It's like, okay, so he has to be perfect. I don't know. I just whatever.
Hey, welcome to the show.
23 picks though, dude.
5 minutes in, welcome to the show.
I don't know. When I see that many picks as a college quarterback, I'm like,
yeah.
So is he just going to come into the NFL and...
Dude, he's the guy right now. I'm live on television. No, won't be good.
Look at that, though. I just, like, that's not... I feel like he should That ratio.
Look at this. Mel Kiper's number 2. You're fucking crazy.
But 29 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I understand there's less games. So let's say you add more games to put him in the NFL. So what he goes 27 and then 15. I'm like that. I'm like
he won't even. He can't. If he starts a whole season with whatever team, fact will not throw for 27 touchdowns.
Oh no.
I think that little
saying,
Levis guy.
I'm just saying like
little Levis.
If he did as good in college as he did, or if he does as good in the NFL as he does in college, I mean, that's not a great stat line.
Yeah,
19 and 10?
Yeah. No.
10 interceptions to 19 touchdowns. That's more, dude, that's kind of nuts.
Yeah, having that in college, that's not a big.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, understand, like, all these quarterbacks just pop up and they go, did you see him at his pro day? Oh, when he was just throwing to wide open guys?
So the thing is that
it
pro
worked. Day to me is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
And it worked with Josh Allen. He was one of those dudes where they were like, he just has the intangible. He's 6'4", he's huge, and he has a cannon. He's got a big cock.
I just think that just shows that nobody knows. And then some guys work out and some guys don't. And then it's just so easy every year for these guys to just erase what they said last year and then go, this guy's going to be good.
Especially these two fuckers.
Yeah.
Todd McShay and fucking Melfuck.
They just say whatever they want.
They're all going to be good.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, we got 280 prospects. They're all first rounds.
I could do it. Just say whatever I want. And then when I'm wrong, the next year, you just delete it.
I think there was. Cat ran through this dude.
Whoa. That's why Jordan's upstairs. You just hear her going, whoa.
So Jordan's been gone.
Ow.
She's been seeing
that's my favorite. Is when I'm sitting on here. You hear,
yeah.
Ow.
Dude, I'll be
that
down
video
here.
I sent you of that cat jumping in that girl's chest.
I've seen a couple.
Oh man, if that was Jordan though, because that girl like pretty much just like kind of handled the cat and then held it. And I was like, Jordan would just went.
I've seen a couple, and I'm like, I bet you they set up their tripod and they fucking
and they like antagonize the cat. Yeah,
and that's never in there. And they're like, oh, my cat's going crazy. Oh, yeah. This is crazy cat. And then it is because they've gone viral. A video. It just sucks. There's so many things that have gone viral that there's people that are like, all right, well, I can get that to happen.
Yeah.
Not organically. Like I can get it in a shitty, dumb way or whatever. So they fucking throw a rock at a cat.
Mm-hmm.
If you throw a rock at a cat, it would run away. That's how you get rid of lions.
Me and my cousin were throwing CDs at a cat one time, and it was running away. We were also like 10.
You guys were like, I remember you.
We were like 11 or 12.
Yeah. Dude,
I remember. Just keep getting older in the story?
Did
Were you actually 20?
Were you even there? Was it even you? Or did you hear about the story from somebody
and then
else?
he showed me how he's like, dude, they're afraid of the cat vacuum. Dude, watch. And he like grabbed it. He didn't even turn it on or plug it in. He just went, and then the cat was just.
My cats, I put the vacuum on their back. I just vacuum hair off them, and they just sit there and go. I mean, they still don't like the sound. They're like, we know that that's the noisy thing. But if I start petting them preemptively and then just pull it out and macaque and just give them a little, you're like, I'd like an armrest. Chris, get new chairs.
Upgrade. Dude, these plants are so lush.
Yeah, they never die.
That's crazy.
They last forever. There's not even any water in there. They're air plants. If you're watching live, you could probably see my full nude foot.
My bush.
You could see my bush.
My free feet pics.
Yeah,
every time our friends that are girls post like a picture and I can see their feet, I always just want to go, you can't give it out for free.
Yeah. What's funny too is a lady will be in a bikini. And then just the feet are blurred.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's just funny. Because, like, to me, you blurred the wrong thing.
Yeah. Dude, I think it's just because
feet aren't getting me going. Yeah, there's enough people. So what happens? Is it the first time you touched yourself, you were a little kid and you're laying on the ground and your mom walked by and you saw feet?
I mean,
like, because everything's always connected to, like,
specific.
Everything's
I don't think it's happened that many times.
Everything's always connected to, like, the beginning.
I don't know.
Like, the first couple things that happen to you sexually as a teen or 20, whatever the fuck, whenever you start being sexual, usually that goes. So it's like, if you're like,
look here, buddy,
I didn't
go to Harvard.
I didn't go to Hogwarts.
I didn't study psychology.
Not studying feet.
Yeah, I don't study feet. Yeah, I don't know where. I don't know. I mean, people are fucking attracted to weird shit.
There's, a bunch of people that have been, I don't know, touched, and then they like it a certain way.
Yeah.
Because they got talked. They got TikTok touched.
Touched. Thought about doing yesterday. I was outside and I was like, oh, it'd be funny if like the Be Real popped up because I was just bare feet because it was nice.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna put my feet in it and go, all right, this one's free. You can check out more exclusive ones on my OF.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
put
thought
OF.
about-
That's the cool way to say.
I thought about literally. I was just thinking about this starting on OnlyFans, and I just fucking do shit with my feet, and I'm like, is any women or guys? Maybe some guys like
I think
my
it's
feet.
all guys.
My feet are fine. My feet are good feet.
Yeah, I think you
good
get
feet.
majority guys.
I gotta cut my nails, but I got good feet. They're not fucked up. Some people got fucking curled toes and fucking.
See, but I thought about
Feet are
that,
all fucked up.
dude. You'd have to like get past just all the messages you'd be getting, and like, hey, can you like do this? I'll pay extra. Then you just
Put your feet in jelly.
yeah, and like you just
Pour
be,
honey-
but, like,
hot
and then
honey
now
on
you're
your
you'd have to
feet.
like mentally block out like, oh, this is gross, dude. These fucking dudes are just.
I think I am already ready.
I don't know. I feel like I would be like,
Dude,
all
that'd be
right.
hilarious. It would be so fun. And I'd send you and Tim screenshots. I go, guys. People, dude, I'm
So
posting
you'd have to
pictures.
like market.
I'm posting pictures of my feet, but everyone wants me to do dick ratings.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
Dude,
I'm just
you
rating.
would get that.
I'm just
But
rating
you
dicks.
would get just like cocks.
Yeah.
Like it would just be like you'd open my I got 70 messages and just like dick. You're like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, but you're right in a way of just there'd be so much. I'm like, oh, fucking.
Yeah.
So, like some of these popular people, they have almost 1 million followers, and they're like, I answer all of my, and I'm like, how?
Oh, yeah.
You have to have a team of 12 people.
Yeah.
You have to be getting so much money
Yeah.
that now you have a team of 12
I'm
people.
sure
You
it's
delegate it to an Indian factory.
The people on like a smaller
India.
scale probably answer everything.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, once you get up there,
There's people with just like hundreds of thousands.
yeah.
Not a chance, dude.
Yeah, there's no way.
This
And
many
especially like
creeps
how
going,
many dudes are
"Hi."
going, hey,
Hey, good morning, babe.
yeah, good morning,
And then
babe.
some people are just probably impossible.
yeah.
Like posted like I have access, and then they message too much,
Yeah.
and then the girl's like, I mean, I can't.
yeah.
You just scrolled.
Yeah, we gotta get it like
You just
we
heart
gotta
it?
interview some.
We'll bring them on.
What's it like to be a lady of the the OF?
We have a friend that was selling underwear. We'll ask her about it. Bring her in.
She doesn't know shit.
Was aggressive. But if,
Hey. Well,
dude, on Pat McAfee's show, they get like real aggressive with AJ Hawk, and he doesn't respond like a like an
a good
argument.
boy.
Like, I don't know. They kind of be like arguing, and then they all start laughing.
Like,
Yeah, and they all start laughing, and AJ goes, "What if this was someone's first episode they watched?"
yeah.
And then they're just like, "What?" They all just scream at this NFL player,
Yeah.
call him a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
big dumb dipshit, and AJ Hawk just goes, "Oh, puff my cigar."
Yeah.
You have fucking nobodies calling him a fucking fat idiot. They literally have called him shovel face and shit like that, and he's just like, "Okay."
Yeah.
It is good though. Whenever they can get him to just go
Torqued.
up, get him torqued and up like one octave.
Fully torqued.
Yeah, getting anyone fully torqued is a good time.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I saw Big Jay, and that's why I got the crow guy up here, fingerless gloves.
Oh yeah.
He didn't wear gloves. I was like, that's probably too hot, probably too warm.
Yeah. I don't think he always does, but
Yeah, I don't think so either. But
I've seen enough videos of him where he doesn't. So
me too.
proof.
He has cool hand tattoos now, so he's like, no,
Gotta
no, it's
show
cool.
people. Yeah.
He has an X on one hand for straight edge, and then he has something on the other
Then he
side
has a
for cancel.
Gate edge.
And he has gay guys doing drugs on the
Yeah.
other hand, and it cancels it out. So he can just do whatever he wants.
What the hell's happening?
We did go to the show. Like we were the first people there. We were the first people there. So show
I
started
got
at
there early. Dang.
Show started at 7:30. We got there at 7:10. It wasn't like too early.
Oh wow.
But oh yeah, sorry. Doors 7:30. So the show is at 8.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So almost an hour early. There's a House of Comedy. It's right next to like the Fox Theater or Fillmore,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, right there. It's right there on Woodward. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Did you look it up or look at it?
Yeah, I saw it there. It's
like inside of a restaurant. There's like
Yeah.
a Red Wings restaurant or whatever.
I saw it in there. Or I saw it like on the thing once. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah. I didn't know. So then we're walking in, and then I noticed a bunch of like open micers from open mic shit around Michigan, just like off to the side.
There's Big Jay.
What'd you say?
There's Big Jay. And he's going to be here. We learned so much.
Yeah.
And he, yeah, I was like, I know these guys. I went over there and fucking dabbed them. Dab. No.
You're like, be right back, Joe. What's up, guy? They're like,
It is a weird group of people. It's funny. It's
Yeah.
like one dude's just like he looks like Where the Wild Things Are. He looks like one of those guys. And then there's a dude who, I only know this because I heard it from a stand-up set. He's so skinny, he looks like Gaunt. Like he used to be, like, drink too much and probably do drugs or whatever.
Gauntlet.
He's on the gauntlet, drugs. And he's cleaned up now, whatever, doing stand-up. But, so, since we're the first people there, they walk you to your seats. It's not like assigned seating at this place. And I was like, as we're coming in, I was like, oh, cool. Oh, we get the pick of the litter. We get the pick. And then Russ and Joe are just going with this guy. And I'm like, oh, no. We're just in the first front and center first.
yeah, but they do that.
Yeah.
They pay for those when they have to pick.
And I went, oh no. I go, guys, we're doing this? I was like, this is ridiculous. And then they put, like, because it's four to a table, they just put, like, a guy who was in line behind us. They're like, mind if he goes here? And I was like, yeah. Get him out of here. I don't fucking know this guy. He actually was a cool dude, though. But he sat there next to us. And he had 2 high noons. The show, like, just started. Like, the first dude. He starts drinking these high noons, and it's like tight seating. This guy walks by, bumps into him, so spills his high noon a little bit. He's like, I'll get you another one. So he gets another one. So there's 3 high noons there. Me, Russ, and Joe aren't drinking at all.
Yeah.
So, of course, like, when stand-up guys are there, you're like, oh, you guys getting crazy? That's like the easy joke that the stand-ups are doing to, oh, you guys getting crazy? Oh, high noons. And then, actually, they're all for this fucking idiot. We don't even fucking know this motherfucker. But obviously, I'm not a fucking weirdo, so I don't do that.
No.
I just go, funny. But it is weird. There is like a weird pressure, I feel. No one else probably feels. Joe and Russ aren't feeling this. But like being in the front, that I'm like, I gotta like,
Yeah.
I can't not pay attention for a moment. I can't zone out and look away.
I would never pick to be there.
Because some stand-ups is not my thing. Some of them suck. Or some of them just aren't doing jokes I give a fuck about.
And you're just up right there.
The rhythm or whatever it is. Like there was a Southern guy that Big Jay takes, and I'm sure he's fine. He's a good stand-up or whatever for a lot of other people. I'm not into it. And he had a lot of like Southern white trash jokes about himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, Kid Rock. I don't care. But the first dude, the guy who opened, literally his arms were like not even to his elbow. He had like these disabled arms. He had like these little. It looked like before you cook it, like chicken meat, dangling off like his hands. And then Joe was talking about this. He didn't start with. He didn't just start talking about it. He was just kind of trying to do stand up. And Joe, like, was telling me after, he's like, "You gotta address your hands."
Yeah.
And everyone's sitting there going, And then he finally did, and like broke attention, and like everyone was cracking up. And he actually, okay,
We could laugh at the freak.
we thought we had to say it.
Yeah.
Your hands, somebody, talk with your hands. But that was funny. And then because we're in the front, Big Jay starts talking about his daughter, and he's like, "Yeah, I think she's dating." He goes, my daughter, she's 20. I don't really think she's dating yet. She's probably dating. And then we're right in front of him. So he's just like, he just goes, yeah, she's probably dating. And I was just like listening to his stand up. So I'm like, all right. Okay, yeah, like, what's the next part, I just kind of nodded because I'm just listening to him, and he goes, you're nodding, did you fuck her? And I was like, oh god, and then we're cracking up.
That's great.
It was funny. I was like, oh, that's cool. I can say for that. Big Jay asked me
Did you fuck
if
her?
I fucked his daughter. That's fun.
That's why I would never sit up front. Did Joe and like Russell just exist? I love it.
Yeah. They weren't like, yeah.
No, I'm just saying like because they always get up front.
Yeah,
and they were. I went to. They were at a show. They
went to that same place and saw Brian Callen and somebody and loved it.
Yeah,
they were up front.
I saw them go to a show that I went to, and like we were like in the middle, I guess, and they like walked by like us. They were walking on the aisle, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, guys?" Like, hey, and then they kept going, and I just watched them all the way to the front, and then sit down, and then partway through the show, I don't know if it was like the headline or whatever, was like, "Oh, look at these guys!" Like they talked, like they talked about them, and I'm just like, are they just like, I love when they like talk to us,
yeah,
but they don't seem like people who would like that.
Yeah,
are they just like? I'm just trying to feel. Like, I don't understand.
I think they just like the people, whoever they're seeing, they like them so much that's like oh, that's cool. Oh, he bashed me. Like and they're best sports with it, too. Because you could just bash the person. They answer perfectly. They don't do what my brother Alex might do.
Yeah,
I didn't fuck your daughter. I've never been to Philly. It's just like, what are you saying? Just let the joke happen. Some people just keep talking or whatever.
Did you go, no, I didn't, I promise.
Wait, no. Dude, I was so close to the stage that before it started, I had my feet on the stage. Like, you're on it.
Was he sitting on a stool?
Yeah, it never moved. Yeah. Sat right down, never moved. I actually heard from Patrice O'Neal. I heard he said to a bunch of other comedians, he's like, guys, look, the key is just get fat and then sit in a stool. No, he said that for some reason... And not for some reason, I don't know how to talk, but he's talking to people and like other comedians. Cause I forgot who I heard mention this. It wasn't Big Jay, but I thought of it because I was like, oh, he knew Big Jay. He knew Patrice and stuff. But Patrice said he would do crowd work because that's all Big Jay did when we saw him. He just did a special. So
yeah,
I think.
Oh man, he just did. How many times did you guys get interacted with?
What do you mean?
If he did all crowd work. How many times was he like...
That was the only time to me. A couple other times I was like, is he looking right at me? I mean, I'm right there. I'm like, can't tell. If he's staring into my soul, I'm like, is he about to ask another question? And I just tried so hard to be, that's what's weird. And I'm like, I'm just trying to be like, I'm a good guy. Oh, yeah. I'm clapping. Oh, that's funny. Like, you don't want to be the person who... There's a lot of bad laughers, people who just smile, or maybe like hardly even smile, and some comedians stick to that. And I just know that these comedians have these anxieties of that type of shit and stick it. And then, we had one dude to the right of us kept being on his phone. And then so Big Jay's like, well, during what the fuck show? Is this guy's fucking, what are you texting Eminem? Is he coming? And then he's messing with him about that. And then he's like, no. And he just laughed or whatever. And then later he looked at his phone again. And he's like, dude, what's going on? Is he coming or not? And then, he's like, no, it's my grandma. He's like, your grandma? He's like, yeah, she's been texting me. She's, my grandpa, he just had a pacemaker. Something about his chest. His grandpa has like some problem. And he's like, was he going to the hospital? No, he's gonna stay. He's like, Big Jay's like, people in Michigan just stick it out, just don't go to the hospital, have heart shit, and they just stick it. Oh, well, we're fine. It's more Michigan. Yeah. And then,
that's great.
And then he's like, no. And then Big Jay goes, dude, your grandparents are dying, and you're at a comedy show. Get the fuck out of here. And then so that was fun.
Was the guy laughing?
Yeah. Okay. But he was just back to his phone. I'm like, look, you're not leaving.
Yeah.
What are you texting her? It'll be okay. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I just hate people having phones at events. It bothers me. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? We saw a movie. We saw John Wick, right? Or was that a different movie? We saw John Wick, and the motherfucker to the left, I kept seeing his phone pop up. Like, Jen brought it up too. Because I saw it too.
She goes, it was just so distracting.
And it wasn't even like all the way dim, because you can dim it.
She said it was so bright.
You could have it here. I just see it.
Yeah, she said it was very
lights.
Bright. That's crazy.
Especially at a comedy show, too. They can just see your face. Tink.
Yeah.
It's like you just put a light on. I'm dying.
Was like Ben supposed to go to
hiccup
the
attack.
show with you guys?
Probably.
Yeah.
One of the brothers dipped out.
Yeah.
So, there was a couple other things. At one point, he asked if Russ. I'm colorblind, so who knows? I thought he was wearing a gray shirt, but I think it was green. And he was like, he just asked Russ, "What are you, Irish?" He's like, "Yeah, a lot of green." And then he just like went to somebody else. And then what the fuck else? Oh yeah, then the high noon thing. He's like, "Oh, you guys partying? You guys getting hardcore over here?" I was like, "No, it's this guy. It's not us.
Yeah.
I have X's on my hands too."
What he would have said if you were like, they're all his.
Yeah, they're all his.
He would have been like, Jesus.
Oh, fucking. He would have just pinned on. He would have went to me.
Yeah.
He'd have been like,
What are you, a pussy?
This guy's the fucking tattletale of the group. This fucking bitch.
Yeah.
But
Then
then
you would have went,
dude,
he's not in our group.
I almost forgot. Yeah, he's not with us. I almost forgot. The table to the left of us. So there's one dude and then a couple. And because there was so much crowd work, there were so many different things that happened.
That's crazy that it was all crowd. I mean, I know he just did a special.
Yeah. Yeah, I kept thinking like, oh, maybe he'll like go into
Did
a
he
bit.
do like any material?
He like started to go into bits about his daughter. Started to talk about some stuff.
So he's not just like working stuff out.
And then that's when he, yeah, I think he had like a couple ideas in mind. And outside of that, so there's some lady way in the back who's 40 and divorced, and he kept going back to her. And he's
How
like,
did he get back in the back?
he just, I think he asked some question, and some lady was like, "Woo!"
Yeah,
And he was
that's how they get it.
Yeah, and then he went to her. And,
People in the back, you could see like, I'll watch like crowd work clips because it's usually what gets posted because they don't want to burn
some
material.
drunk idiot or some idiot.
That's the only like thing you could post where you're not like burning your material.
Yeah.
So then like I'll just see like they're like, yeah, so blah blah blah. Then you just hear someone in the back, and they're like, what's going on? And then like as soon as that, because you never see like they're sitting there going like they're just talking. They go, you all the way back there. You look like because you can't see.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
So he'd talk to other people and try to hook them up with the 40-year-old divorced lady.
Like, she's divorced.
And then, he was messing with her. He's like, "Where's he now? Is he with the hotter chick?"
Dude, he's great. I could just picture him just how he just says that. How he just sits in the stool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I missed the part. The Patrice thing was that he would do crowd work with people all the time. Patrice would. And he always felt like, especially because he's a big, tall dude, and black, and then he would lean in, he would like do crowd work, and he almost felt like he could tell by the way they were receiving his questions and stuff that like almost he was attacking them, and he saw like an insane difference when he's like, dude, just sit down.
Yeah.
For some reason, you sit down and people are like way more calm. It doesn't feel like you're coming after, you're moving on the stage and coming after them. So yeah, I'm like, oh, fucking. He had to have heard that from him. I don't know. That's just in my head. I'm just picturing him like, he had that conversation with anybody that I see in a stool. Yeah. But they were
just sitting there and you're going, did Patrice tell you to do that?
Yeah, Patrice tell you. Oh, dude, what was funny when he came out, there's a big long curtain. And the green room's like the side.
You just see the curtain going,
almost. So he's supposed to come out just immediately. But he assumed, like most places, it's in the center. Yeah. So you just see him. You see like it moving, and he goes to the middle, and then the guy with the flappy hands he's like no, and he's just walking over. No. And he had a bunch of jokes where he would do this, the flappy hand, the beginner guy, opener, and he beginner guy.
I'm just a beginner.
He was pretty damn hilarious. He the flappy hands guy. He had some bit about John Cena. And then he did this with this tiny little chicken hand. And then...
he's a chicken man hand.
So yeah, Big Jay was out there. But Patrice did that. And then...
Big Jay.
Oh, the couple, dude. To the left of us. So there's one dude. He made jokes to that guy. And that guy was another good
Yeah.
Just with it.
And the girl's like...
Because they even say right before the
You
show...
brought me here. I didn't want to come.
Yeah, right before the show starts, it does say, like... Do not heckle. This is a no heckling show.
Yeah.
Only interact if you're being interacted with.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he probably for sure makes sure that gets said because that hasn't always been said.
Unless that's just like a policy.
It definitely could be a policy.
I'm sure that's like club to club.
Yeah, you're right. It probably is just like a foolproof policy for everybody. But everyone did very well. Nobody was being rambunctious. But so to the side, we have this couple, and he's doing some stuff with them, and then he finds out that they've been engaged for however many years. They have a kid that's like 5 or something, still engaged for all these many years, and then it seemed like neither of them wanted to get married, and then even though they're engaged, so he does all the crowd work. He comes back, and he went to the bathroom. So it's just her. So he's like, he's asking her again, and she's like, no, I don't, you don't have to get married. We don't have to, it doesn't have to happen. And Big Jay's like, this guy's got you trained. Like, because that's like the joke. All and right. Then she was like, no, it's just like, if we're going to separate later, it's just easier to leave if we're not married. And the whole crowd was like, ooh. Like everyone was like, yikes.
Yeah, dude.
And then he was just like, wow. Wow. And then he's like, he did other people. He went away. He was like, Jesus. Yeah. Because it was just like depressing.
Yeah, dude.
They had a comedy show together, which you got to be doing well. Like, I feel like people who aren't gelling well.
I feel like some people just
do stuff to do stuff.
Like just fake it. And they're like, oh, see, we're supposed to be together.
He was in a good mood. Like when I saw him laughing, she had more of the like, I don't really care for this attitude. And then he goes to the bathroom, and then she says that. So he comes back. So Big Jay's doing other people and crowd work, and then that guy comes back and he goes, dude. He's like, hey, bro code. He's like, this woman does not love you. Dude. It was brutal. And then that's like pretty much all he said. People were just cracking up. Yeah. He's like, so, yeah. And then you own a restaurant or whatever. He's like back to talking to other people.
That's great. He's awesome.
The Big J sweet. There's another guy with, eye surgery sunglasses, but he was 24. Like 2 tables to the right of us.
He borrowed Jordan sunglasses.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, this guy should marry my wife. And then
they're just both.
They're just both just walking into shit.
Their glasses.
We're like Courtney Cox at the Ann Arbor Street Fair.
It's like
no one will notice us.
It's like in movies when a car drives down a super skinny alley and it's just that's Jordan walking down a hallway with those
the
glasses.
Yeah. And when she turns, she tips over and goes, oh shit. And then
she's gonna be listening to this in 4 months.
Yeah, in 4 weeks. I got to the part.
She's like, wrong.
This guy wears fingerless gloves. I don't get.
I just love well, that's wrong. I'll bring that up.
Yeah. Also, is she the reason, or we just started that bit of just like your significant other, like needing to cancel you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I thought it was just funny.
It's just funny to think about that.
Someone
with anyone's
that
significant
supposedly
other.
Loves you and would do anything for you.
Married,
they're
just like
I have to do the right thing.
I'm recording you, and you're like, what the fuck?
I have to tell people.
Yeah, but so the sunglass guy, the first 2 comedians talked about him. They were just like, "Oh, this guy's got a hangover." Those kind of jokes.
I'd have to I would just dress so nondescript.
Dude, so I didn't think we were going to be in the front row. Somehow I didn't get talked about.
I knew it was going to. I go, when you sent me the picture, I go, yeah, it's Joe, and they always do the front row.
I should have thought. So now I'll know. Now I know. But I learned. But I was thinking, I was like, all right, it's Big Jay Oakerson. Everyone there will be wearing a black shirt, like almost fact.
Yeah.
And then that was pretty much the case, and like everyone had a tattoo. Like at least someone had everyone had at least like one visible tattoo, and which is like you don't always see that.
Yeah.
And even some comedians just bash on tattoos or whatever. And so like everyone there, and then one dude had he's a big bald like biker looking guy. His whole head was done and shit. Dude, nice. But he was the guy that owned the restaurant. And then he Oh, so I was thinking, well, I don't want to. I do this all the time. Like, I'll go to like hardcore shows. I'm like, everyone's just gonna be wearing hardcore shirts. I'm gonna wear like a rollerblading shirt. I'm gonna wear a comedian shirt. I don't want to just like. Why do we all have to look identical? It's just a goofy
but it's
thing.
always like, what band are you into? Like, let me wear my obscure band. So people go, whoa, that guy's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, so I just do different shit. So this time I wore my tie-dye bolt thrower T-shirt.
Oh boy. Did he say anything?
Nobody said anything. But I did think, like, I was looking around.
He walks out, gay.
Yeah. Fucking hippie bitch. And then I'm like, oh, if you listen to this band, they fucking sing about war. It's actually sick.
Yeah. He's like, no.
It's like, it would be cool though. Bolt Thrower is a pretty niche band. That's like what you're talking
one
about.
of his specials, he had jokes about like his daughter shaving her pussy or something like that. He's like, grow some. What did he say?
Oh, that like he doesn't like. He likes.
No, he
right?
saw his daughter had a bush.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "That's my little girl," and he's like, "Shave your," or what did he say?
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
"Shave
into
your
that, I
pussy
think.
like an adult, or have a bald." However he phrased it was good.
Yeah.
But
He's good. He's good. You know?
he's a
You
good
guys
guy.
you guys ever heard of him?
Actually, I don't know anything about him, but he's a bad guy.
So when Big Jay came out, he was like, "Oh, we got a blind guy." To the guy with the glasses.
That's awesome.
I was like, "Dude, he's great."
Yeah.
Because other people did some stuff, and I'm like, they're not like maybe me and you just like him a lot, also.
I mean,
Because there's some
here's those
personalities.
people, they could just say anything, and I would go,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Joe List and him.
Joe just walks out and goes, "You're like, I feel like you guys hate me." And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm sitting there going, "Look over here!
That's the best joke I've ever heard.
Look over here! I don't hate you."
The crowd work on me.
And then I just see a guy in the middle going. They just shake their head and they're just
Yeah, dude. Older dudes are just like, I don't understand homophobic
I'm like, why are you here?
jokes.
Get out.
I don't understand gay jokes. I'm homophobic. That's the older dudes.
But gay
just
people
shake
are
their
bad.
head. They're like, yeah, but they're actually bad. This isn't a funny thing. This is like fucking up society. That's
Quit rubbing your face.
old idiots. Old whites.
Old whites. Hey, D's. You're good.
The restaurant guy, like I said, looked like a crazy skinhead biker with all these head tattoos.
Hell yeah, dude.
And he kind of like bashed him for a minute, and I was like, whoa, something's going to happen.
Crazy monkey.
And another thought I had, he's just on that stool. I was like, what if I just got up and tackled him?
Yeah, like that.
I was like, I could do that.
That actually happened.
It happened to him.
Yeah. Someone pulled the.
And then I pictured an article and friends or people that, like I went to school with me who don't even know me since, and then they're just seeing an article and it's just like, is that Chris?
Yeah.
Why you fucking tackle the guy? I thought about it. I was just sitting there zoned out. It's like, that's funny.
Why don't I watch women's softball more often? They got butts.
Yeah. There's a lot of women college sports. They're all carrying
Did you know women play sports?
butts.
Yeah. Your cats are dead. They just go, we got to wait till the middle of the night before we get rambunctious.
Yep, that's what they do. That's what the cats do.
Oh, you just got striked.
So, yeah, Big J saw him. That was good.
Have you been enjoying your private weekend?
Oh, yeah. Well, dude, Jordan. This is great. This is preferable. No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, he said that on the pod? Jordan had someone at her work ask her, because I'm sure there's men like this that are like, what am I going to do when you're gone? Like, just fucking doofuses. I don't know. Fucking live. Do anything.
Wait, what?
Do nothing.
I don't even understand.
What do you mean? What are
I
you
can't
gonna
even.
do?
I can't even wrap my head around that.
I went to that show, and then basically she's gone. And the next morning, I did leg day, ate food, did laundry, mowed the lawn. I
didn't have anyone nagging.
didn't
me.
have anyone pulling me aside and trying to suck me.
Yeah. Played games and could yell and get pissed off.
Which I didn't do.
Damn it.
I didn't really do any yelling.
You didn't get on the computers and you talking loud. Like I did. I could have got on Discord and just been like, "What's up?"
I saw your brother on Path of Exile, but then I was
playing that.
I was watching playoff basketball.
And then Josh was going,
Is Chris going to get on?
"He doesn't like me."
I did see that, and I was like, oh, I would play that, but I want to watch this game.
Yeah.
So I played a different game and watched some playoff hoops.
Playoff heaps.
Kings.
Hoop-de-doos and hoop-de-doos.
Kings beat the Warriors, dude.
No one gives a shit.
Previous champs.
Are the Pistons in it? Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Pistons. Are they
That's
ever
how I
going to
feel
be
right
good
now.
again?
They're about to get the number 1 pick again, maybe like the lottery.
So like
because the main guy
we're
got hurt.
basically just waiting.
The best
to get
guy
a star
has been hurt all year. So they have stars.
Oh.
They don't have like Durant's.
That's what I'm saying. You need that guy.
But I guess Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. That's like a shooting guard and a power forward.
Duren sex.
They are killing it, but they're both rookies, right? Yeah, they're both rookies right now. So it's like,
so they need to mature.
Rookies don't come into the NBA and just go
crush.
I'm getting to the championship. Like it just doesn't happen, especially because if good rookies are getting drafted to bad teams, so like they don't have like surrounding talent. So they're good, and then we have that Bogdanovich guy, which that's literally I think his name, or it might be slightly different. There's 2 Bogdanoviches. I know one guy's first name is Bogdan.
Bogdan.
So like Robert Robertson, but. But Cade Cunningham, the guy that's the clear best guy, he's hurt.
Oh, has he been hurt?
So he's been hurt like most of this year.
Why?
So
is he like is he a glass guy?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. That's what you don't want.
No.
I hate when you get like that guy and you're like, oh, this is great, and it's just like year after year, it's like he's hurt again.
So that's Zion Williamson.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard, but it's not getting better, and then he just doesn't fucking play. And then he's already signed for like a outside of the rookie contract. He signed for another big deal. And it's like, you look at his shit, it's like he played 22 games. 1 year,
What is wrong with him? This is like his...
Dude, like you see him walk around, he's like, his feet must be fucked up. I'm like, but then dude, they'll have him, he sits out games, and then pregame warm-up, he's out there doing a 360 dunk. And people are like, so why can't he play?
What?
How do you do a 360 dunk and then you're not playing? And so a lot of people are mad. And then now the NBA is changing some rules that like you can't
pregame warm up.
You can't pregame.
I mean, that's crazy.
No, you can't. This is not really pertaining to just him, but there's a lot of guys that have been load managing, and there's a lot of people that are like,
they're just like, we're
the Warriors are coming to Detroit. Like, I'd love to see Steph Curry and the Warriors play Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, and Caden Cunningham, and then Steph, Clay sit out, and then and then our 2 guys sit out, and you're like, this is a horrible game.
Yeah,
we all paid money for it.
Load managing, that's fucking gay.
So, dude, if you look at Dude,
how much money do you get fucking paid?
Just look up like Michael Jordan, look up Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, look up any of those guys like careers. They play 82 games. Dude, like 14 or whatever the fuck, 10 years straight, it's just like 82. Yeah, but then 81, they were 78. Hurt. Yeah, 75, 78, 82.
That if you told Michael Jordan to take how about we're going to rest you, take a game off, he would go, fuck you. I'm going to take a game off for my pussy.
Yeah, and then there's stories that he's like golfing at midnight and playing the next day.
Or he had that story about him having like the flu. And he literally
a lot of people think he had like a wild hangover, actually.
Oh, either way. I mean,
and possibly food poisoning.
You're still fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was intentional or not. No. He still played.
Yeah.
Fucked up, dude. Dude, if I am sick and someone goes, "Hey, want to play basketball?" Are you insane?
Dude, me
and then I'm going to play at the level of an NBA guy?
Yeah, me and Mark played today 2 hours, only ever guarding each other because teams never like changed. And my brother is 50 pounds on me, but we both have, he goes, dude, I have crazy allergies. And I was like, yep. Like right now my eyes are like feeling goofy.
You guys are pussies.
But yesterday, sneezing like a freak, eyes getting puffy.
Is Drew better?
I texted him. He said no.
I saw that. Oh, the day when he said he ate.
Yeah.
But that was a few days ago.
I know.
Should be better now.
Should be. Buddy is.
He hasn't said anything really. He's texted like he finally said something yesterday. He sent something yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in another group about that Dark and Darker game, and it's like Josh, him, and this other guy.
Oh, nice.
And this other guy was like, oh look, it's available. It's posting about it, and Drew never said one thing in there. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's like fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Unless he just didn't respond. I mean, I don't know. I don't respond to shit all the time because I go like this. Here, let me do on camera exactly what I do and why I don't respond. Oh, all right.
I know.
I'll get to that one sec.
I know.
All right, do something, and then it's gone.
Because
the alert's gone.
I bet you if you look at IG, I didn't even realize this. You sent me something. I watched it, and I sent you something. And then I went, wait, didn't I? I scrolled up. There was like 4 things. I know it's too many things, but
Yeah.
I sent you like 4 things, and I was like, I don't think you saw
Dude,
it.
I probably just
Some
go
of them
like-
were hilarious.
I
but
probably
was
just
like,
went like this.
But I was like, he probably, that's what you did. I knew it. I know it. You know, that's what good buds do.
So
Everyone out
right
there,
now I have 2.
be a good bud. But yeah, if you go to mine and scroll up just slightly, right before the last thing you sent, there's a couple things. I can't remember what they are.
Let's see. I sent you playing Mario. The mostly sorry. I saw him. I laughed at him. These 2 things?
Oh, it's weird. It's on the other side to me. Oh.
It was
that
fucking Donnell just going crazy, and then
Oh, yeah.
what's his face says, "Are we at a movie theater?"
Yeah.
That was good.
It
And then
sucks that he's not on the show anymore.
I know it sucks that they're both not, but
Yeah.
they're
But there's just
they're moving on.
they're doing other shit. Talking about Kill
Oh,
Tony.
speaking of
Kill
Drew,
Tony
he just
band.
he messaged me about my story on Instagram.
I had a few people
I'm
mention.
gonna message him. Are you better yet?
You see my blue-eyed thing I shared? Apparently, like,
Oh yeah.
they're like some weird science thing with the like people with blue eyes. So it made
Yeah,
me
so you
think,
said-
like, does that mean
I read that and I went, I don't even.
does that mean everyone had brown eyes or something?
I don't
And
know.
then
One guy was like,
6,000 to 100. That's a funny thing too. It's like,
freak incoming.
yeah. So it's funny too. All these science things. It's like, hey, sometime between 6,000 years ago and 10,000 years ago, which is a pretty big gap. So we actually don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's always such a, like the Big Bang and all this crazy shit. They're like, well, these planets are actually 93 billion years old. I'm like, I can't even begin to wrap my mind around. We live here for 100 years. So these scientists could go, hey, man, we're going to be gone. So
Yeah.
just say some crazy number. Obviously, that's not what's happening. But,
Yeah, I don't know.
dude, Corey's over here just looking at trunks.
I mean, I'm over here thinking about. I think I might like to watch women's softball
Corey's getting here.
because look at this. That's shorter fields, so they're just fucking just blasting
Yeah,
homers.
it is a little fun.
How many innings are there?
I think it's
Are there still 9?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Well, they're blasting them. And then those
And when it's
asses.
boring, yeah, there's just fucking plump butts.
Toosh. And
Do
they're
they
in
need,
shape.
like butt inspectors.
They're somewhat in
Shit.
shape. They're playing sports, so like they don't have like they're not like some old
Well, dude,
granny.
they're not like the fucking MLB guys. Some of those guys.
I know.
Have you seen? Dude, I saw one of the guys. Obviously, he's in the league because he can fucking smash the ball, and then he's just running from third to home plate. And
That's
I'm like,
Miguel right
I'm
now.
like, that is a fat guy just running, just, and it's like,
Can't
I
not
mean,
get
this is
anywhere.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
You're not even in a little bit of shape.
looks like one of those cops. So he's like,
Yeah, man.
get over here.
Dude, cops.
Dude, some cops that their stomach is just completely
Oh,
past
man,
their
dude.
genitals.
There's the one at the airport who is gigantic, and I'm like, I mean, you're not even close to being in
You
shape.
literally can't do anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Could you even grab anything quick?
Cops. The air condition.
Keeps going on.
Yeah. Does that scare you?
Yeah. I said, oh, think something's rumbling in the
Does that make you scared?
The crow makes me scared.
You're supposed to get like
Big
just
Jay
immediately
Oakerson.
cold again.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gold.
Which, I mean, I guess it's not supposed to be like this right now anyway.
Yes,
But it was nice. We had some nice weather. Nice weather.
She's a bit of a behemoth. I'm just kidding.
behemoth. Shit. Well,
How goes it?
I went to see Big Jay. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't.
What else happened? I don't know.
I don't know. I went to. Dude, you know what I like? I like those like your local, like your small local hardware store.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know, and it's cool. Like, do you have one of these? Like, let me check. And I like go and they're like, yeah, no, we don't.
Yeah,
got
they
it.
know every little part of the. I stocked the whole store actually.
Hey, I know every nook and cranny.
Whoa, why do you talk like that?
Hey, man, I'll try to give you all the stuff back. Yeah.
Fuck. Got some gremlins working in this.
You got any Grammys in here?
I'm starving. Are you starving?
Calm down.
Chris, don't say starving that loud ever
Don't say
again.
starving because there's people in countries that are actually
that are
starving.
actually hungry.
Yeah.
Dude. Did I ever tell you about this article I read?
Yeah.
It was like a
It was
clickbait.
about Rogan.
It was like a clickbait article. Can be if you want to be. Put him in anywhere. You can fear factor him anywhere. And so it was like a clickbait thing, but it said if you want to like curb your appetite or like, not give in to cravings or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It said like do these 3 things. Facebooking, like social media. And I'm like, who needs to be told to do that? Nobody needs to be told to do that. We're all just doing that anyways.
Yeah.
So that's nothing. But it says social networking. And then it's like going for a walk. And I'm like, you think people that are trying to be curbing appetites are going to be like, just go for a walk.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you're still hungry. You go for a walk and then you're like, now I want food.
Yeah.
And then the third one was like, have sex. And I was like, has this person wrote this ever had sex? Have they ever done any of these things? Because if I'm hungry, I'm just still. I've had
they
sex
do it all the time. That's the thing. They're like, so I've never.
I just keep fucking.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to eat. But dude, if I want a sandwich before I have sex, and then I have sex, now I'm gonna eat 2 sandwiches.
Yeah, you went after.
I just moved. I just moved around in there.
Yeah.
Unless you're a complete dead fish. But then the other person, what if they're hungry? They're still eating. You'd have to be a dead fish sex person.
Dead fish sex.
So, are you a dead fish
Is
sex
that Rudy
person?
Jules?
Some people play dead fish in there.
Yeah.
Some people shuck and jive. They're like, what are you doing? I can't even get a hold of you.
Dead fish in there.
Some people, when they have sex, they just run
So
around the
there's
room.
live fish and dead fish. Live fish.
The live fish, yeah, just flopping around, and you're like, get here. And you can't get them. You can't corral
They're
them.
all slimy and slippery. And have gills.
And once you get them, you're like, yeah, this is it.
I'm actually trying to fuck a fish.
Oh, I got a recommendation.
No.
For you and the boys.
The boys in blue.
The boys in blue. The women. The women may already know. I did not know this. So, my wife's gone. I'm watching porn.
Lay it on.
My wife's
She's
gone.
in
I'm
the
watching
house.
porn.
Turn it off.
Stop checking. It's like, well, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. This is awesome. And then, so I didn't know this kind of porn called, it's like, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Bellesa? Bellesa.
Oh, wasn't it like a site?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Bellesa House or Films
Yeah.
or whatever the hell.
I've heard of it.
It's top notch. I like it a lot. It's good. You're like, what?
Top.
No, so dude, but then I read that people think that so I don't know if that's what it is. It looks good to me, but it's like some people think it's for females, like some of the comments.
Oh.
And I'm like, really? Because this is like, I'm into this.
Maybe you telling the ladies.
And it's just like, it just seems like they're doing more of a normal sex. You know what I mean? There's all this like porn out there that you're like, oh, that girl looks hot. You click on it and then it's like fucking too much. Like,
Yeah.
guy thinking like,
There's a lot of bad
I'm going
stuff out
40
there.
miles per hour or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You're like, this is ridiculous. And then,
It's not great.
it's just like normal stuff. So
Huh.
there you guys go. You want some normal?
There's a recommendation
some
for
good-
your ass. Or for your pussy.
Yeah.
Whoever's listening that wants to watch
Yeah, maybe
some
you
good stuff.
you haven't watched porn. Maybe give
Let's
your
see if there's a Drew update before I...
give your pussy a try to that.
Wow, he hasn't even responded, dude. Maybe he's still dead. Oh, wait.
What are you doing today? You want to get chicken? You want to try the chicken?
Chicken.
That place. The Pizza King. The chicken and the Pizza King. The little chicken place.
We
in
tried
there.
it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wait, the chicken?
Yeah.
So you went there again later?
Yeah. We were like, we can get it for dinner. We'll try it
Dude, nice. You said you got pizza rolls, and I was like, I haven't had a pizza roll in like fucking
again. Yeah,
15
dude, those
years.
are good too.
So then I got one of those. then played basketball today, and I'm like, I think the grease might be a bit of a problem.
There is a lot of grease in those.
Yeah,
I was like letting it drain. I was like, fuck.
I felt depleted. Like I usually don't feel that bad after I play. I felt done.
Is he better? I'm like 70%, I'd say.
Really? It's been a week and a half, right? 2 weeks? Our friend has COVID, refused to get the test. No.
Maybe it's...
He's got long cove.
Maybe he has cancer.
There's other diseases out there. There's other things people get.
Yeah, there's other things. I think that's funny. That's the argument people use for like not wearing a mask.
Or still going to work. And
Like
they're coughing up lungs.
Yeah, when you go to the doctor or whatever.
Dude, there's other stuff.
And you're like, well, the masks don't work anyway. And it's like, okay. So even if we go with that logic, the logic is masks don't work for COVID. But there's other stuff. And nobody wants to get that other stuff.
Yeah.
So just wear a mask.
I don't want all of your particles being...
Especially if you're in the hospital.
My direction.
And people are like doing stuff. It's like, just pop a mask on when people are like around you doing stuff. No, they need to just get what I have.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's basically what they're saying.
Okay, cool.
No,
What
nothing.
if I just walked up to you and started coughing on you?
Yeah.
You'd be pissed.
Yeah. All of these people. I'm like, let me just
then
come
then
over one day and lick your face.
Yeah, then they're like, now I'm going to pull out a gun and kill a kid.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yep.
kids are dead.
Kids are dying.
Yeah. Popovich.
Yeah. He's like, kids are dead.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. And then our government goes, nothing. We're just going to let them die.
No, the government's like, well, we're 80.
Yeah.
We're dying too.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't care.
I'm just trying to fucking earn as much money as possible. So I don't care.
Yeah.
Goofy
world, man.
I'm fucking my own ass and raping my own
Oh,
ass.
I saw Ian. Your son. I saw Ian downtown.
Yep. You told me, and then he told me.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're telling me again.
So no. I just wanted to tell you that he's walking away, and I was like, I just do this
Bye.
because he plays games I don't want to play, like
Yeah.
Valorant and some of these other games. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna play. So I'm like, I haven't played a game with Ian since we played Halo for 10 seconds, and then we stopped playing that. And I'm like, I like to play a game with Ian. And then I was like, you getting Diablo? And then the look on his face was like, no.
Yeah.
But he went like this, but for sure he's like, no, I'm not getting Diablo. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're a slut. That's what you should have said.
Look at these doozers.
Look at these little. That's the noise. Anywho,
Corey's been watching butts, and I've been neglected.
yeah.
The butts have neglected me, dude.
Well, a lot of times it's just like the picture you can only see. So
Yeah, you're right. And then sometimes you get one that's not that good. You're like,
yeah.
I'm looking for some fucking hips.
I keep yawning, man. What the hell? I got a lot of sleep too.
It's all right. It's bedtime.
Fuck.
Good night.
I ain't sleeping, dude.
Do you want to watch a Louis special or something?
We're doing a show here.
Oh.
We're doing a professional show.
Oh. Are you,
We can either end the show or keep the show going.
Okay. I thought we were off mic.
The show must go on.
The show must be off mic.
Your ceiling's leaking. That's great.
What? Lacatina?
Lactation?
Lactation device? Look, if you're a woman, your last name starts with lac, you got a problem.
You better have a kid.
You better have a kid,
I'm
or else
a lactina lactate.
or else we're gonna be like, "Where's that Latina lactating?
Dude.
Where's it at? Show me." You guys want to see my nuts
What's
through the
the
cam?
What's like the fastest softball throw?
It's like 49.
I've already seen 68.
Sure, 78. Then.
Dude, just
How about
imagine
10
them like
more
just
than that?
throwing that and then like an MLB guy just bomb.
I want. Why don't we let women into MLB? Give them a shot.
Yeah, if they can do it.
Shohei Ohtani's doing it, and he's Asian.
Yeah.
Give women a shot.
The Asian, you know what they say, women are the same as Asians.
That's
And Asian women are the same as toddlers.
they
I
got
don't
those
even know what
little
that-
feet.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't mean either. People, if they haven't, especially if you're still here right now in the 59th, 100th minute, 100th, I'm a moron. 60th, we're just
My name's Larry Booty.
we're just saying things. So then when my wife goes, "You said that one thing," I go,
That was wrong.
"No idea." Yeah, Corey said Asian women are fucking toddlers.
Yeah.
Wrong. So sometimes you got to be
What's
afraid.
your point?
I said fucking toddlers. That's not what I meant. A placement of fucking, the word fucking.
Yeah, but
sometimes you got to be aware.
But sometimes you got to say, "What's your point?"
Yeah. Hey. And what's your point? We're just yapping up town.
Yeah, we're just trying to yap up the town. Hollywood Squares. Remember that?
Is that what this is?
Bruce Valanche.
Bruce Valanche.
I only knew that guy from that show.
I still don't know that guy. I know the name. I don't know. What does he look like?
He's just a fucking. He looks like Mick Foley, kind of.
A Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Nice. Fucking sock puppet in your mouth.